If you liked the video or any of the previous content, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and thanks for stopping by.
Orks are here. This is 2,000 points right on the button. I have a kill rig here. I have 3 Death Dreads, all with 3 claws and 1 Scorcher each. I have Mosgrog here in the pink, and then I just have a Warboss on Squigosaur here in the orange. I got 3 Meganobs with Twin Kill Saws and a Megaboss in War Armor. 2 units of 3 Killikins that have rockets for the shooting and claws for the melee. 1 unit of Gretchen. 1 Commando Squad with Snitrot in it, and then I have a Mega Dread with Beam Proxy that's 2. Oh my god, Jeff, shut up. He's being 2 Twin Kill Saws. There you go. That's my list. 2,000 points right on the button.
And this is the Custodes list. I did showcase this list in an earlier video, but we have a unit of 3 Terminators, 4 Prosecutors, a unit of 4 Custodian Guard, all with spears, same as the Terminators. This is my Trajan Valoris, but it's Constantine Baldur. I'm just going to use him for this match, just because it's just a fun match. And he is with 5 Wardens with spears. And then I have another 5 Wardens with spears, and they are going with Valerian. A unit of 5 Terminators, a unit of 2 spears, 1 shield, and 1 shield and Vexilla with Kyriadraxis. Another unit of 4 Custodian Guards with spears, and a unit of Witch Seekers. There's a lot of bodies on the board. It's a lot different than my other list for the Dataslate. The protection against mortal wounds allows me to use the cheaper Custodian Guard without worrying about them being shot off the board before they can even make it into combat. So I'm very excited for this list. It's going to be a super fun game against the Orks. Super fun mission. But I really hope you guys enjoy it. Now let's take this from the shelf to the tabletop. Alright, and this is our map. Then I added some Tyranids in here. Termagant's there. Termagant's there. Psychophage Broodmother in the middle is some Von Rhine's Leapers, a couple Rippers. These Tyranids for this mission, because this is kind of trying to show how this planet is being overrun by the Tyranids. The Custodes have come to try to clear out the invasion force before it kind of sticks. The Orks have come for just a good battle, a good crumpin'. So they're here, and they've seen the Custodes, so they're going to fight the Custodes with the Tyranids. Each battle round, they will go first. And there's a few surprises with these Tyranids for this match, so I really hope you guys really enjoy it. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to play it.
This will be the Broodmother. So while she is on the battlefield, all the Tyranids will have a 6-up, feel no pain. We have these eggs, and these eggs can be cleansed for an action. If you get within 3 inches, you can cleanse it, destroy it. But until they're destroyed, any of the gaunts that are destroyed will just come back, showing how they're just kind of being hashed over and over again. So we have some Termagants here with an egg in this corner by this objective, and we also have another swarm of gaunts with their egg close to this objective. So not the ones in our deployment, the ones next to our deployment. Then we have some eggs in the middle, and they'll just spawn Ripper Swarms or Von Rhine's Leapers.
So it's control 1 for 5, control 2 for 10, and control more for 15. And we'll be playing with the cards as well. For our deployment here, the Custodes, I deployed pretty aggressively. I have my guys not quite on the line, but a nice little golden wall set up here. My home field objectives protected by Draxus, the prosecutors down this corner in case they can investigate signals. Valerian behind this wall, hopefully to pounce on this objective. I have 4 Custodian Guard and 3 Alaris Terminators into Deep Strike. Orc side, we have a big pile of mecha here. We're all right on the line here. The fact that the mecha will protect me from smashing through this wall into my lines, but there's a lot of armor, It's a lot of damage coming my way. And hope that the more models I have and the protection against devastating wounds will help me against all this orc metal coming my way. Alright, so on to first turn roll. 4-4. Okay. Yep. Ooh, Custodes go first. I scouted these girls just 6 inches up, not too far. There's Tyranids in the middle. The Tyranids will always go first. So we have, for this group here, we 1 to 2, they attack the Custodes. 5-6 orcs. For 3 to 4, they do nothing. So first group, nothing. And we have the Termagants over here. They go after the Custodes. And these guys in the middle, we'll probably just have them stay here. They're just protecting the nest. So it's just these guys that are going to be aggressive. The Termagants did their shots. 1 wounded the Custodes, but then the Custode Wardens just made the saves. On to Custodes. Custodes, turn 1 draw. We have Secure No Man's Land. I like that. And Storm Hostile Objective. We cannot get this turn 1. So we're going to shuffle that back into the deck. And we get Extend Battle Lines. Those are some of the best ones to get turn 1, but I'll have to get on to some objectives to see if I can achieve that. Alrighty, so on to my movement. Command phase, I go to 1 CP, Orcs up to 1 CP as well. My movement, just mostly shimmy up here, move Valerian out to get a charge onto these Termagants. I advanced my sisters up with a 6, so they got onto this objective, so they're not within any engagement range of anyone. So the Terminators moved up 5, hopefully get a charge onto the Psychophage. I won't be doing anything to the Orcs this turn, but hopefully clearing out some of these dirty old Tyranids. Alright, on to my shooting. And alright, so it was just fighting into the Tyranid, so we didn't do it on camera. But Valerian picked up these Termagants, but I wasn't able to get into the egg to stop the egg, so those Termagants will be coming back next turn. The Terminators did make their charge and get in there, and they did pick up the Broodmother, so the Tyranids did lose the 6-up Feel No Pain. The Broodmother gone, that should really bring down the threat of the Tyranids, so it looks like now the Custodes have to worry about the Orc mass of mech metal Wah coming my way. So, on to Orcs, turn 2. I did get Secure No Man's Land and Extend Battle Line, so I did get 10 points. The Orcs get Deploy Teleport Homer and Capture Enemy Outpost. The one that you shouldn't be able to get turn 1, but it lets ya. Cody decides to toss Capture Enemy Outpost. What's he get? A Tempting Target. I will make the one that Valerian is kind of just hanging out on, the Tempting Target. So we'll see if he can come take that one from me or not. Orcs have moved up pretty aggressively. All the big mechas are heading towards the middle, towards my poor Custodes. Terminators and the Sisters. The boys are moving up towards the Termagants. And all the mechas and cans are coming around this corner too. So I don't think this turn I'm going to have to weather a big charge, but maybe turn 2, turn 3, the Wob will be coming on to the Orcs shooting phase. Pretty quick turn for the Orcs. Thought they killed most, or except for 2, so neither of us really took the eggs out, so they'll be coming back next turn. But the Broodmother is down for good, so we don't have to worry about her. Fail all their charges. He decided not to re-roll them because they were just into Termagants or pretty long bomb charges, so not really worth the CP. Looks like he's just going to wait to see what I do, and then countercharge into me. So we're going to go on to Custodes turn 2. He decided to keep both his cards. He didn't get deployed Teleport or Tempting Target, but he's going to hold on to them and see what he can do next turn. So, on to turn 2 for the Custodes. The Orcs did call the Wah in turn 2. Nids go first, so the Nids, all the Termagants are going to be coming back, and all the Termagants over here are coming back. So, we're going to come back once all that happens. So this is what it looks like. Termagants are back on this egg. These guys are staying at the wounds that they're at. They'll come back if the eggs die. Or if they die, they'll come back from the eggs spawned in the corners here. And these Termagants over here have spawned back too. So, on to the Tyranid turn. Alright, so for this squad by the Orcs, go after the Custodes. And then this squad over here by Valerian. They also go after the Custodes. And once again, these guys just kind of stay in the middle to protect the brood.
AAA Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef? Oh, that Custodes would be that good old Wagyu beef.
That's not what I mean, yeah.
Alright, so the Termagants have moved out here to move block the Custodes to get at their egg. These ones kind of mindlessly left the egg alone to get at these Terminators, so maybe the Orks can get at this egg next turn. So I'm going to do the shooting for the Tyranids off screen, let you know what happens, and then I'm going to go on to the Custodes' turn. The Termagants fired, bounced off Custodian Wardens. They get a wound through it, but did save it. And the same thing for the Termagants. They did get 2 wounds, but the Custodes saved. On to the Custodes' turn 2. Turn 2 draw. Let's see what I get. Defend Stronghold. Good one. And no prisoners. Kill stops. I can do those probably. I do get 15 points for holding 1, hold 2, and hold more. So we're going to go on to my movement phase. Command phase, I'll go up to 3 CP. And the Orks are up to 3 CP as well. So let's see what I can do in my movement. For the Custodes movement phase, I move these Terminators, kind of weave them in between here to try to get a charge onto these Dread Knights. Or not the Dread Knights, just the Dread, Mecha Dread, Ork junk things. I moved these Custodian Guard up. I only got 2 on my advance. I moved Valerian, shuffle Valerian to get him further onto this objective. Deep striked these Custodian Guard here because I need another squad to turn off these stinking eggs. Brought these girls down, some here, and shuffled out this group to try to hopefully stop any Deep Strikers or any reserves coming in. Constantine Valdor, and I'm using him as Tyranid Valoris. He moved up here with his Wardens, so I now have quite a bit of pressure in the middle. I can see if I can push back before I get overwhelmed by all the Ork bodies. So for my shooting was pretty ineffectual. I shot at the Death Dreads, tried to battle shock with the Sisters. I did get a wound off, but everything else just planked off. So now we're going to do some charges. I do want to charge these Custodian Guard into these Termagants. So I need a 9 for that. A 4. I'm not going to re-roll that because I have other charges I would like to make. So we have another one, and it is going to be charging Constantine Valdor into the Death Dread over here. I probably need like a 8 or something like that. A 7. That probably makes it. These Wardens are pretty close into the Death Dread as well. Maybe we'll pile into them. We'll see what happens. Yep. A 6. So that makes the Terminator's going to make it into that little trash can fella. And all the other charges, I can't charge anything else. Oh, Valerian will charge these Termagants just to try to clear him out again. He makes a 5. So we're going to do our fighting and we'll come back and see what happens. So the end of the Custodes' turn, I did once again kill the Termagants. They will be back again, but hopefully these Custodian Guard can eventually get up here and take that egg out. I did kill that Death Dread, but he used ACP to fight on death, so it did kill a Terminator. And I did have to do a reroll. I would have lost 2 Terminators, so I'm only down to 1 CP. 2 points for no prisoners, and I might be able to defend Stronghold while I can hold on to this to the end of Cody's turn. So we're going to go on to the Ork turn 2. Cody still has the same cards for his command phase. He goes up to 2 CP. Now I go up to 2 CP as well. Like I'm going to be taking some charges. And he also burnt this egg with these Death Dreads here, these little killer cans. And I have a big blob of Orks coming my way. So he's in the shooting now. Let's see what happens. These killer cans are going into the gaunts. They make that easy with an 11.
You betcha.
And for his shooting phase, he killed a few of the gaunts and did manage to plink off that Terminator wound. So it's down to 1 wound for my Terminator. So he's dead.
This homeboy is going to make a 12-inch charge going towards the girls.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
My commandos are going into Valerian.
Okay, yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
The Mecha Dread, or
Big
Mega
boy?
Dread, is going to go into Traji's Valdor. He's in.
Yeah.
Meganauts are going into his squad as well.
Okay. They're making in.
Warboss and Swigosaur is going to charge in.
Okay.
Death Dread is going to charge in.
Okay.
And then Mozgrog is going to charge in.
Alrighty.
He's in.
Yeah.
He's in.
Yep.
I believe so. 4 will get me there.
Oh yeah, they're within 5.
And that might not get me in. I won't be able to get him in. Oh well, I guess he's staying there.
That's a lot of orcs.
Yes.
On to the combat phase. Fought first with Trajan. I popped Slayer of Nightmares to try to kill this big old giant robot and kill some Mega Knobs. 2 of the Wardens were able to take out a Mega Knob, and I did put the rest of the attacks. One of the Wardens wasn't able to attack, so 2 Wardens and Trajan into the big old robot. Brought it down to 2 wounds. So now, is this it swinging at my head now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hit you with 3s. So this is Twin Link, Strength 15.
Start of the phase, I would use a 4-up Feel No Pain for them too, so I'm going to take a lot of wounds. Yeah, you're wounding me on 3s. Because I have the woundy ones. Okay. Disgusting.
So that is 6 at -3.
6 at -3. Goes on to my 4-up involves. Hey! I fail 3 of them.
4 damage apiece.
4 damage apiece, so we're going to pop our 4-up Feel No Pain once per game, because I'm going to take a lot of beatings here. So I need just to get at least 2 of these for every one that I failed here. Up. I did get 2, so one's down to 2 wounds. Or one's down to 1 wound. He did. And then 1 more. Once again, I need at least 2 4s here. He did. So I did lose 2 Wardens from the big giant robot. Ooh, grody. Now we have the Mega Knobs. The Mega Knobs are going to be attacking my Wardens.
On 4s. So Strength 13.
Oh yeah, so should be 2s, but 3s because they're Wardens.
Well, 1. Well, they're
1.
twin linked.
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
They're all wounded -3.
All
5.
5. Okay, so once again, I need my 4-ups. Failed 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. Goes on with my Finip. 4-up Finip here. Up. Fail both of those. So I have another Warden down to 1 wound.
War Boss and Mega Armor.
So the War Boss, he has a devastating wound, and then 2s. So I need 4-up. Save both of those, the 5 and a 4. And how much damage did it do for the Debbie?
2.
2 Debbie wounds. 4-up for my Debbies. Take those. So I lose another Warden.
So now my Death Dread is going into your Terminators.
Alright, so the Terminators are going to get chopped up next. Alrighty, so we'll go over here, see what the damage is going to be onto my Maters.
So 2, 4, 6, 7. At -2.
-2. Yep. I fail 4. 3 damage each.
apiece, yeah.
So that kills 2 Terminators.
And now my Squigga. So 6 attacks, which will be 7 attacks. Hit you on 2s. You're not a monster or anything.
Nope.
So
What's your strength?
Strength 6.
Ooh, 5 to wound me.
1 wound at -1.
1 wound at -1. 3. Up. 6.
So 3 attacks with the jaws, Squiggasaur jaws, plus 1.
Squiggasaur jaws.
So 2 hit you. Strength 7.
Ooh,
7.
Oh, 1
That's
wound. Does he
-1 wound, -2.
-2. So once again, 4-up involved. Up. 3. How much damage?
3 damage.
He's down to 1. So the Termagants, he's wiped the Termagants out on his side of the board. Okay, so that is pretty much the Orc's turn. I will fight back with the Terminator, but he ain't going to do much. So we're just going to go.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of both of them. Okay.
Alright, dropping both cards. So he's going to gain a CP. I'll do the attack back of the Terminator, and we'll go on to the Custodes turn 3. The Tyranids on my side are going to be coming back. Same as some of the Von Rhine's Leapers. On to turn 3. Alright, so the Termagants here, they are going to see what they do. It's like a 1 to a 2. They attack Custodes. 3 to 4, nothing. 5 to 6, Orks. A 2. So they're attacking the Custodes again. Termagants for the Tyranid's turn shot into my Wardens with Valerian. Got 4 ones through, but I saved them all. Saving on 2. So Custodes draw 3, so I get capture enemy outpost and engage in all fronts. So capture enemy outpost, engage in all fronts. Defend stronghold was completed last turn. I got 1 CP, so I'm up to 2. And the Orks are up to 2 CP as well. On to the movement. So for my movement, brought everything up. The Custodian Guard are up here to try to get a charge onto these boys going in here. Valerian shuffled over, get some shots onto this big dreadnought. Oh, he fell back too. All the not through models had to fall back on around, so the Wardens won't be doing anything this turn. I had to fall back. The Terminator passed the battle shock, so he fell back too. These Custodian Guard moved in here to try to get a little bit of shots and maybe a charge onto something. I don't think they can actually shoot anything. We're just going to try to charge some stuff. I might be able to shoot some Meganauts with their spears. We're going to try the long bomb charge onto the home field objectives to get capture enemy outpost. So that is my movement. Let's see what happens in my shooting. The shooting phase of the Custodes, I did manage to kill the big dreadnought, but I had to shoot everything into it. The Custodian Guards had to use the shoot twice ability. He had to use a CP reroll to save one of the fails, but I did manage to kill him. He didn't blow up. That's all my shooting done. I think I did shoot some of the Custodian Guard into the few of these boys. Killed 1 or 2.
4.
Killed 4. Ooh. So now we must do some charges. I got some some hefty charges here I need to make. I hope they go through. So we have first these Custodian Guard into these darker what are they, killer cans? So I probably need a good 6 or something like that. Probably not even a 7. Yep. An 8. So that will make it in there. I'll just put that beside them there so I can move them later. Put the dice there by them. These Custodian Guard into these boys here. Once again, need a high number. A 7. How far away are you now? I need to help Trey. Trey needs help. So I'm going to leave that objective, surprisingly enough, because hopefully I can pile back onto it with the other guys. So I'm going to charge Valerian into these Meganauts. I wouldn't be sad if it didn't make it, because, like I said, 7. So he most likely makes that as well. Now, I saved my CP for this one. This is the big charge. If I can make it into these back lines, then the Orks might be in trouble. So I need a 9, and I do have a CP to reroll. Yep. A 6. We will reroll that. Down to 1 CP. Chuckles over here. 7. Doesn't make it. Okay, so that's my charges. I wish that one didn't made it, but it's alright. The other ones didn't make it. So let's see what happens in the combat phase. I'm going to pick the sustained hits, and I'm going to use Slayer of Nightmare stratagem on these Custodian Guard, because it's a vehicle, so I'm going to +1 to wound. Alright, so we got 20. 5 each, hitting on 2s. Take out the 1s, which there are plenty. But we do get 5 6s. We actually dropped some, but it's alright. Well, using that stratagem makes me actually wound you on 2s now. Up. Up. That one fell out. Take the 1s out. The 2s fail. I can re-roll the 1s. I would re-roll them all if I was on the objective and I controlled it, but I don't. More 1s. So that is 4, 7, 8, 10, 15, and AP2 damage 2 onto your killicans.
So these are 5 wounds apiece. So I am saving on 5. 2 damage apiece?
Yeah.
1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26 damage.
26 damage. I think
They're all dead.
I think he's dead, Jim.
Deadly demise. Nope.
Doesn't blow up, okay?
So do I have to do it for each individual one?
Yeah.
Nope.
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 Nope. No blows uppies.
No blows the upsies.
This combat over here, see if I can pick this squad up as well. Take off some of this orc pressure. So it's only 3, and we're 5 attacks with 15 attacks.
You dropped one there at the far side.
Drop one here. We are looking for, take the 1s out, and then toughness, probably 5 on them things. So I need 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. No ones, but no... Right. With that, we have 8, 10, 13. AP2, damage 2.
13. So, this is an owie.
Do your characters get any kind of savies?
So he has a 5-up invulnerable save.
Alright, so you would just take...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Out. Okay.
So that's 3. And there are 2 damage piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Squad, so far, the Custodian's melee, it is quite potent. And the more models I have now, I'm able to put a little more pressure. But I have one more melee attack to do, and that will be the end. So it's Valerian Squad into the Mega Knobs. Okay, so hitting on 2s. 1s are misses, so we go 3s to wound the silly things. So we get 1, 2, 4, 5 fails. Oh. And that's 7 at AP2 damage 2. And then we still have a Valerian.
So 4s. So 3 go through.
3 go through, okay.
So you kill 1, you kill 2.
Oh.
So 5s.
Oh, not a bad effort.
So how many?
Damage dos.
Damage dos. So he has 7 wounds. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 damage, but he has a 4-up feel no pain. Just enough to kill him too. 2, 4, 6, 8. I just needed 1 more.
Just enough to kill him. Okay. But sadly, with the 4 feel no pains, Cody only got 2 of them. So 1 more would have saved his war boss. So Valerian takes that out. I'll probably fall back onto that objective. One of these things can. I think these custodian guards could actually fall back onto that objective or consolidate onto there. So that's the end of my turn. I'll do my consolidate movements. I get engaged in all fronts, but I do not get in capture any posts. I will hold that though, because that will make him have to turn some stuff around to kill them. Orcs turn 3, they get engaged in all fronts and extend battle lines. Orcs go up to 2 CP. Custodians are up to 2 CP as well. The Orc movement forwards to put some pressure. I do only have Constantine Valdor. He moved his killer cannons over here to try to put some pressure on these custodian guards, get his objective back. Vazrog has moved back to deal with those pesky Terminators. Doesn't want me to get on his home field objective and stopping his little Gretchies. The Kill Rig has moved up here to try to kill these custodian guards. So I have some Orcs coming at me to try to steal some objectives back. Let's see how they get along. Killer cannons into my guards.
Shots.
7 shots.
7. As do on
the tabies.
Tabletop Tactics. They are hitting on 4s.
Ooh, that's scary. Hitting on 4s.
2 hits. Strength 9.
Strength toughness 6. Okay.
Good.
A wound.
A wound at -2.
-2 for up. Up. A 6.
Going in the back.
Okay. Yeah, he makes it well from the 8.
And Beast guy going into Trages. Ooh, boxcars.
Boxcars.
Reroll that.
Yeah.
Should make it. And then
your big killer rig.
Death Dread's going into Terminator. Makes it with boxcars.
Yeah. Getting double ones again.
And then 6.
Yeah, he makes it. So he made all his charges? Or you...
I saved the last one for you.
Oh, Mazrog, yeah.
Mazrog's going to go on Terminators.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather you not make this.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I'll take that. All right, so let's see. We're going to have to use a fight first somewhere, but I won't be able to do it everywhere, so I have to pick carefully which fight first I'll be doing. Did use my remaining CP to fight first today. I could have done it in the middle, or I was thinking of heroic intervening Valerian's unit into the side of his units, but I think for now I'll just try to hold these 3 objectives. So I'll have this one. If I can take out those dreadnoughts, I will have 3. So I'm going to do that and see what happens. We'll come back. I got 15 through.
Gross, look at that.
Oh.
So needless to say, they're dead.
Okay, so
5 wounds apiece.
So it takes 3 to kill 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did get 15 wounds through.
Did they explode?
Do they explode in my face? I was going to say, if you roll 3 1s. So the Killicans are dead. I do hold on to the objective, but my Constantine Valder is probably going to be in some trouble. Same with these guys too. So we're going to go on, and then we'll come back to a little recap and see what happens. So the combat here, as I said, I picked up these kilocans. The kill rig did kill 2 of my Custodian Guard. I think I only was able to do 2 wounds back to it, not much. The Death Dread and the War Boss on Squigosaur were able to take out the Wardens and brought Trajan down to 1.
Valdor.
Or Valdor, yes. So he remembers. Yeah, so he brought my Constantine Valdor down to 1 wound, because with the 5 of Feel No Pains he had. So I was able to do some swings back at the War Boss, but he rolled real hot on his 4th Feel No Pain. So
6.
Only did, yeah, he got 6 out of the 9 he did, so he only took 3 wounds. That is the phase the Orcs do take in the middle of the objective. So let's see what the Custodians can do. He does get extend battle lines, and he's going to throw away engage in all fronts. Tyranids for this squad over here, the Termagants, they are going to, see, 2, yeah, just like Cody said, they are attacking me again. Shot into the Wardens, once again bounced off. They haven't really been doing much damage, but they have been annoying sitting there, and I haven't been able to get rid of that egg. Cody was able to destroy the egg on his side, but it is still here on my side. Custodian's turn 4 cards. I had Capture Enemy Post already. I held that from last turn, and I get Bring It Down. Beautiful monsters up, so let's see what we can do with that. I'm going to go up to 1 CP. Orcs are up to 1 CP as well. For my movement phase, the Terminators move closer to the Gretchen. We got to try to charge that. I would like to shoot it. Valerian is moving up on Operation Save Constantine Valdor. We have these 4 Custodian Guards here. We use my 1 CP to sticky that. Since I don't have to worry about him coming to take that, he has to use Mazrog to deal with these Terminators. He can't just ignore them. So they're coming in here to hold the charge into the Death Dread. Same for Valerian. We're coming here. We need to save our boy. They fell back. Kill Rig will try to keep that thing off this objective. That is my movement. So we're going to go on to the shooting and the charging and all that. For my shooting phase, not much. I think I did a wound to the... Now we're going to go into the charges. So the big one over here into these Gretchen. So let's go into here. So the Terminators into the Gretchen. 7. 7 should make it. Not more than 7 away. Valerian and his Wardens are going to multi-charge. We're going to charge Mazrog. Nope, that's a War Boss, that's Squigosaur, and this other Dreadnought here. So we need like a 4.
2s.
A 10. So they make it in. And then the next one is these Custodian Guard into this Death Dread. We need to Operation Save our almost primary. That's an 8. They'll make it in there as an 8. So all the charges are successful. We're going to go on to the melee. We'll see what happens. Did roll pretty hot here. I did pretty much kill everything on the board. I killed the Gretchen. But if you notice, there is someone missing from my operation. I killed one of the Death Dreads. It blew up, and I rolled a 3 on my Feel No Pain for Mortals, and he died. So Constantine Valdor died from an explosion. So we failed our mission to save him, but we are winning on points by quite a bit. On to, right now, I do believe it is 76-30 or something like that, but we're going to go on to Orcs turn 4, see what they can do, see if they can pull a little bit of honor from this battle. And turn 4 for the Orcs, he has Aerial Denial and Storm Hostile Objective. Moved up here to get some shots and onto the guard, and Mazrog is going to get revenge for the Gretchen. So we're at the end of turn 5 here. We kind of did most of the turn 5 and the Orcs turn off camera. I did end up tabling him. He was out 140 or 60 points. He didn't realize it until he would start playing, looking at his list, that, hey, I didn't actually finish building my list. So hopefully we can get another game in here next week. I have a speedy Custodians list, or maybe even some Salamander or something else. The final score of this game was 99-35. The Custodians are pretty strong now, again, on standing on objectives, holding primary, and I now have enough bodies to get secondaries and do some pressure. So that's the end of the game. Once again, thanks for Mittens for coming by. It's always a great time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.